following program is rated PG. Parental guidance is advised.
We are waiting for you to talk.
I wanted to do this show.
But you introduce it.
Hi guys, this is Mariah's and this is the show, your favorite show, Love in the Wild, that comes to you every Sunday, 8 p.m. Only on TV47. But today, we have great guests on set. You see now, you don't have to.
Hey, you see, I was not testing his English.
After you made him show the way, I know.
Yeah, and you just done a good job.
Yeah.
She wants to take the credit.
Show us the way. Show us the way. Show us the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we start the show on a different note. You found us, we already sat down and we're ready to start the show. Na mnashanga kwa nini tunaongea kizungu leo? It's because of our guests.
I know, yeah?
Yes. Our guests are here. Will you guys introduce yourselves?
My name is Maggie Hope Ado. Ado comes from my husband because he's a Ghanaian. For me, I'm a Kenyan. Me ni wa hapa kwetu. I'm a mother of 3 amazing, beautiful kids. Wanatonga mapointi. Kuna wapointi hapo, kuna wa Kenya hapo. It's just a mixture of so many beautiful things. That's me. And I'm a makeup artist. And I work together as well with my husband.
Hi, my name is David, or JD, from Ghana. I'm a cinematographer. I do photography and videography, and married to a very beautiful woman from Kenya. My family is here.
So that is why our show today is in English, because we have guests from Ghana. Hey, show may improve.
We are going international.
He saw your photos of wedding photos on Instagram, and I was telling my husband, I was showing them to him, wanting him to do wedding revows, but he's not getting the message.
Yes, I was busy. I know how you guys communicate. You ladies, we know how you communicate. So sometimes we ignore. But baby, wacha nikwambie, hizo picha ukituma niko nazicheki. But I know venye nyinyi wasichana mnakuanga, you communicate indirectly. Na kama mwanaume nacheza safe.
Tell us more about you people.
I think we're going to do more of the talk from this side.
Okay, this one.
Our spokesperson.
Oh, she's the elected spokesperson.
So we met on Instagram, and David sent a lot of so many highs. First of all, he came to my page and liked all the pictures until 2000, and if it was until 1990 something, he could have still liked all of them.
Hey, wow! That's a nice way. Give them the like button.
Yeah, and then I noticed it because when you get a notification and then you're like 100 plus, and I'm like, what is not happening? Am I trending or what is not happening?
Hey, Maggie, kama ndio Devi akuone social media na akulike, hey, I'm sure auko hapa unajiparade. Wasichana learn from it. Usikuje kama umeparara, piga hata kapoda, weke ka lipstick na upose vizuri.
And then only just to find is one person who is liking all my pictures, and then I went to the page to check the person. I saw him, and then I saw the 2 kids, and then I was like, look at this married man.
You are there commenting.
I'm like
commenting somebody else's.
And I'm like, don't even have shame with this. You've posted your kids on your page. You don't even have the audacity to post the mother, and you're here on my page. So I just ignored. So he did that for almost 6 months. Unajua Nairobi, a man anaweza kuwa ako na wife na watoi, lakini anapostingi tu watoi kwa Instagram. Unajua like he's hunting, but ako na wife amemweka home mahali. So for me, seeing him with kids, I just knew kuna wife mahali kamefichwa. Unajua wale watu watakingi wife yao wajulikane, and he's trying to hunt na kuchukua madem hapa nje. Alafu pia at the same time I thought like maybe ataka kupata masi. Unajua msaki kwambia yeye ni single dad, utamuonea huruma, uko like oshe. Watu wanaangalia na nani and all that stuff, but yeah, it was a bit scary, honestly speaking. Every picture I post, he comments, oh, good job, whether it is my work, whether it is me. If it is me, oh, you're beautiful, this and that. And then I was like, you know what? I think now, and like when he used to DM me, I never used to reply. Then now it became too much, and then I was like, okay, now let me give him attention. But I didn't want to go to reply the previous DMs which I had ignored. So what happened is I decided to post something on my stories because I knew he will comment. He will go to DM.
Like always.
Yeah, like always. So and then now we can start the conversation from there.
6 months.
Yes.
When she popped on my phone screen, I knew right from that moment she is the one.
So when I posted, he was like, "Oh, you're beautiful," blah blah blah. Then I was like, "Now this is an opportunity for me to say something, to talk." Yeah.
Even you knew, hey, let me put my leg in the water.
Yeah, you know, she did like a story and she knew this guy would slide. However, he must slide in that DM.
She said on purpose.
On purpose.
She went to post on her story, expecting
You reacted the same way.
I know, right?
It worked. Watu wengine mkifinya keyboard mtoe dollars. Huyu boy wangu alifinya akatoka na mama. Akili mti yangu.
And so, do you have kids yourself?
I have one daughter. David has 2 kids. We were both married before and divorced. Yeah, so I've been a single mom when I met David, it was like six years down the line, and him it was 8 years down the line. Yeah.
Before you had to slide in her DM, why didn't you clear the pictures? You know that notion of she might not come to my world because they will see my wife, she'll see
the
my
children.
kids
Yeah.
and all that.
You know, just like us here today,
Yes.
it is supposed to be that we're going to be here today. We didn't have to change in it. You know what I'm saying? So if it was meant that we're going to be together,
Yes.
it didn't matter how organized or disorganized my page was.
The reason why he's asking is because some men will want to hide their past for fear of rejection. Where did you get the confidence to actually DM her, like chat her, and still you're not like hiding because it's on Instagram, you're using a social media page. You could have hidden, you get my point. But where did you get the confidence? What's your understanding or your approach?
I remember back in the day, my friend, may his soul rest in peace, we would go out, we were in China, so we would go out to a restaurant and we would see 2 ladies sitting there. He spoke Chinese, so he would go talk to them, and then he said, "Bro, you talk to this one, let me talk to the other one." And then we go talk to the ladies, and I'll come back and say, he said, "How did it go?" I said, "Praise God." And then he says, "It worked?" I said, "No, she's got a boyfriend." And he said, "Then why are you happy?" I said, "Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. She was not meant for me."
Yes.
So why would I have to, this is me. Take me as I am.
Wow! So if it was meant to be, it was meant to be.
Period.
Oh, I like that attitude.
Yeah.
That's a good attitude. That's great. Devi, umenishock. Wanaume uficha vitu huku chini manze unagundua 10 years in marriage, 20 years in marriage, unakula kulikuwa na 2 lizards. Hala. You are very, very different. Ama mnaonaje wase wa home? Wow.
And I think when you have a child, it makes it, you just have to be real.
Yes,
it's either you choose to hide the child and you're dating someone and most single mothers, you find they don't even share they have a child, or even the child is in the village with their mom. And even sometimes when they introduce their child as their sister. So sometimes I feel like if you genuinely just care for your child, you really need to show the truth. This is who I am. This is my baggage. So learn to take me and my baggage. This is who I am. Because the moment, if you're looking for something genuine and if you're looking for true love, then it means at the end of it all, if you lie, it will still catch up with you.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you a question. When you saw the 2 children and your children are?
Yeah, they are mixed.
They are mixed race. They're actually, what would we tunatangaje mapointi?
Yes.
Mapointis in Kenya.
Yes.
We call them that. They are biracial, right?
Yes.
So when you saw biracial kids, what was your first reaction?
I think he was married trying to hide the wife. So I wanted to understand, what is this all about? why they're liking, why, what is this all about? So I wanted to get his attention, so at least I understand what are you trying to.
Where is he coming from?
Mimi sitakuwa mpango wa kando wako.
So what are you trying with
Wacha
me?
kunipangua.
So
I wish I understood that.
No, she was. I'm saying she's not gonna be a side chick.
Okay.
In her head, she was like, I don't want to be a side chick.
Yeah.
Don't side chick me.
I felt the intention. I felt this is someone who likes me, and maybe attracted to me, because who does that? Yeah. So I was ready to hear him out. Another thing is because he comes from West Africa, so it gave me like nilikuwa na uoga. I had some fears because we know people from West Africa are cons, are this and that. From the first conversation, he explains to me everything. Oh, I'm a single dad, I have these 2 kids. And I was like, okay, so you're a single dad, you sure? Because I've never heard of single dads.
Yeah, it's rare.
It's very rare. Then I said, yes, I've been raising these kids alone from the time Junior was 2 years. The last one was 2 years, and Emma was 4 going to 5. Then I was like, okay, now let me go stalk the page. Well, and I noticed all the pictures, even if they're in the car, there's nobody on this other seat. The kids are the ones squeezed over there, the selfies. So I was like, okay. I wanted to prove. I was zooming everything. I was looking, you know, like when you can look for a shadow. This year, you can look for a shadow even in the nini.
But Maggie, I applaud you. Venye umefanya investigation, ulikuwa una zoom kwa photo, una zoom. Mademu acha niwaambie, si wote tunafanyanga hivi. Sasa ingine ukizoom kwa photo, angalia reflection. Kama ni specs, unaangalia kama hiyo specs iko na reflection. Kama ni gari, unaangalia kama hiyo gari iko na reflection. Maggie, sipatwe by surprise.
So this time, where is he? Is he in Kenya?
That time, when he was liking the pictures, he was not in Kenya.
He was not in Kenya.
Where was he?
At some point he came.
He was in China.
So all this time he was trying to get your attention. He was not in Kenya.
Oh, okay.
Then now, eventually, he was coming to Kenya. So we had now to meet.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So yeah, eventually now I agreed. Now he was in the country. And I was like, okay, let's see where it goes.
Hey bro, wewe ni mjanja. Yani by the time unafika Kenya ulikuwa ushacheza online na ukamaliza. Hey, when we grow up.
So I want to ask you this question. You have a child yourself, and this is a guy coming with 2. What was in your head? What was there? What were you thinking about? Like honestly.
For me, I didn't see it as an issue. My parents saw it as an issue because they were like, he's the one coming with a bigger baggage. They were like, he has 2 kids. You have 1. You can get someone without a child.
Oh,
yeah.
So the parents were also
not in support.
That's a twist.
But then when I met him, like for me, I was like, I also have a kid. So if all of us have that mentality,
people treat each other like that.
Yeah.
Then it won't go
and for
well.
me, it also gave me a plus because at least he has parented.
So my brother is in Kenya now.
Yeah, he's in Kenya.
So where do you start?
Where do I start?
The girl is here. You're in Kenya.
You have told her meeting. Yes.
So I made her know that I was in the country, and we still spoke. At that time, we had made the kids talk to her because we would have video calls a couple of times in a day. So there was this time the kids had come back from school, and I say, hey guys, say hi to Auntie on the other side.
Oh, she's called Auntie. So that's your name, Auntie.
Yeah. And then they would talk to Auntie, and then it was just pretty much that. She wouldn't want to meet me. We tried to meet a couple of times. I didn't know till it was late. I got to know why she would give excuses, why she was busy, and so there was this day we finally met.
Yes.
We had lunch, and was it the same day you met the kids?
I met your kids.
So when you came
Wow.
to
Yes.
The same day. You met her physically. It's the same day she met the kids.
Yes. Inaweza kuwa umse alikuwa andate kwa kichwa yake na mimi sijui kwa sababu amekuja na pesi nyingine sijazoea. Mbio teke. Unajua, first day tunaletea watoto already. You know, like he was already I am ready to marry you. Like, hey, your pace, Jazoya.
What?
The kids are part of me.
What?
So
That is how serious
You
came.
don't let somebody slow.
No.
You are in which gear? Maybe the gear for fast is called
Not
which
gear
one?
7.
Yeah, gear 7.
Because even on the videos, when
Yeah.
he used to say hi to my kids, and then I'm like, don't you think, like in my head, I'm like,
You're
don't
fast.
you think you're too fast?
Yeah.
Like, who shows their kids? So he would ask me, and where is Samara? Then I'm like, oh, Samara is sleeping. Like, I was like, I used to dodge.
If he wants to settle, he's in, this is the woman I want. Now, you see, she's the wife.
He used to call me.
I'm not dodging about the bush.
No,
Yeah.
I liked everything about her. Personally, I thought it was just good to come out with them because it's a complete package. They are part of me.
This one was like 3 months. It's like we go for a ratio. A ratio is when you go to give dowry, traditional dowry. So in 3 months, it's like we do dowry. I'm like,
And to all the wise men, you know how we do it. You can get opportunity, grab it, kimbia nalo. Move, Kim, songa side ya right. Kim, I told you bana, aufuati maagizo bana. Sasa umeshutiwa.
Hey there, friends. Welcome to Kids on the Block, where fun and imagination come alive. We dive into magical world filled with exciting adventures and awesome friends.
What position were you in?
I was number 2.
What position were you?
Number 1.
He decided to cross the bridge by his house and look for food on the other side.
We're going to do half cup of chocolate chips, and the other one, we're going to do half cup of the blueberries.
So, grab your imagination hats and get ready to explore with us. Join us every Saturday at 9 a.m. for new friends, amazing stories, and tons of laughter.
Join us as we explore the journeys of those who defy the odds and break barriers. We dive deep into the stories of triumph.
Sometimes when parenting a child with a special need or whatever disability, family life becomes a bit complicated and you may end up raising the child on your own.
Here, we inspire.
I have a farm which one we showcase with other dyslexic youths and autism how to farm.
Motivate.
It's never easy, but what we do, the best thing is to work with another parent who has an elder child than yours.
And break through the barriers one story at a time. Push your boundaries beyond the limit. Saturdays at 8 p.m. The grind.
So when I posted, he was like, oh, you're beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Then I was like, now this is an opportunity for me to say something, to talk, yeah.
Even you knew, hey, let me put my leg in the water.
Yeah, you know, she did like a story and she knew this guy would slide. However, he must slide in that DM.
When she popped on my phone screen, I knew right from that moment she is the one.
Why were you dodging to meet him?
Because I've never experienced such a thing.
And speed.
Oh, it was too much, too good.
It was too much for me, and not too good to be true. Because you're used to kata development here in Nairobi. Then you're like, this one I've never seen someone like this one. You know, like you already showed me the kids, me I'm already dodging you.
Oh wow, he's poured for you tea.
Thank you.
Oh baby, you have misbehaved.
The host.
Pour tea now, what is wrong? Pour tea now.
That's enough.
Baby, how can you do this in front of
You know, I don't like masala.
You party now. The baby has been party.
I don't like
put sugar
masala.
now. Put sugar now.
How many
baby.
sugars?
Then kiss me here now.
She's taking advantage.
Put sugar now, baby.
No, I don't want to take sugar.
Baby.
Reduce
Oh,
sugar.
look at me. We cannot fail. We cannot fail.
And you're the host. So now, let's get to know this day when the kids meet.
Okay, so you met the kids.
Yes.
What was the reaction?
Of course, because they met someone new, they didn't reject at that particular point. So they were just like, hi, auntie, how are you? Finally, they've met the auntie they've always been seen on video calls.
So you're called auntie?
Yes, I was called Auntie Maggie.
Auntie Maggie.
It was wise.
Yeah.
in case the string doesn't.
So here comes the big question when it comes to introduction. How do I introduce the kids to her? Who is she? What do they call her? And then you find a sweet spot. You title her auntie.
After that, I introduced my child. Yeah, at first they bonded, like they don't know there's anything going on. Until that's when the kids were like, I think these people are dating. Like now the auntie will not go too much.
His kids are even older.
Even mine will still understand. Yes. Even when we used to have sleepovers at his house, I used to sleep in the living room. Then everyone sleeps in the bedroom now because there's no bed for auntie.
No.
There's bed for auntie.
But what is auntie doing in the bedroom? Yeah. So auntie has to sleep in the living room.
Wow.
Because the girls could sleep together. The boy had his room. So me, I used to sleep in the living room. So he would come, we talk. Maybe give me a kiss back, then he's like, bye, before we are found.
It was good. It was a disciplinary. It was to keep the discipline. Yes. And then
later on, when the kids realized it's getting serious, I think they got scared. They thought maybe it's just a wind passing.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe it's just for now, and then maybe all of us shall go separate ways. You pick your own, go as we stay. So they realize, okay, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, okay, it's continuing. It's getting serious, yeah? So the rejection now, that is when it started.
Rejection?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Rejection meaning the kids, they don't want you now to visit.
Oh, his
kids don't want you to visit. Mine doesn't want to be there. And then now they have, mine also had a situation of she's been the only child. No siblings. No sharing. Now she has to share with people. Now she used to be like the hero of the house, the talk of the house. When she wants something, it's done. Now it's like, okay, have pizza, but you share. So they have to make a decision, all of them. What are they going to eat?
And it's one, and then they are not raised up in that environment. It's sudden.
Sudden, yes. And then auntie came with a lot of force as well. Yeah. Like you're coming and you want to mother.
Oh, yes.
You're coming with, like those motherly.
Yeah. She was already a mother.
Yeah, so you already want to mother them, and then they're like, no, we don't do that here.
You came with new rules.
Yes, new rules. Yeah, we need to spread bread in the morning. It was like, we don't do this here. Umejaribu kuparent watoto wenyewe ambao wamelelewa na baba yao. Unajua baba vile wanakuanga na watoi wao. As in, watu wako tu relaxed, hakunanga rules mingi. If kama unaweza kukumbuka mama yako alikuwa anakupiga na slippers or whatever it is. So mama anakujanga ku discipline. So it was so tricky discipline these kids. Because first of all, wajaikuwa na mama wako discipline. So put in the rules and at the same time wataka wakupende. Hapo inachanganya inakuwa tricky kidogo. And I think the most interesting one is cooking.
Yeah.
They used to stand one here and another one here when I'm cooking. And they're like this. And first of all, they're speaking their language. Now you can't hear what they're speaking. And they laugh. Then they ask me, why too much oil like this? Our dad does not cook like this.
Are you serious?
Why are you cutting onions big like this? Our dad does not cook like this. Now what have you done? Even this food we're not going to eat.
It was that difficult.
Yes.
You saw also the change of the culture per se. Yeah.
They used to stand
This is
like
a
police. Both of them. Now you can imagine 2 kids and you're the adults. They are one here, and they are gossiping you. And then after some point, you're like, what are you saying? Then they change to their language.
Where?
So you're just there, and there's a day I think I told them, cook for yourself. This kitchen I've left for yourself. I'll be coming in this house when I'm full with my daughter.
Because you couldn't take it.
I couldn't handle it, yes.
Okay.
Or you come in and they open the door and they look at you, then they go. And then you're like, I ask him, I tell him, you know what, Junior did not say hi to me. He calls him, then guess Junior what says? But she's going to be here over the weekends. I can still say hi to her tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you also have to understand them, their kids.
Yeah.
Maggie, I actually feel you, but I feel what you're going through. But I also feel the children. Because our toy, they don't know you. They did not know you. They are used to their father. They love their father, especially the girl. Their father is the apple of her eye. And then another woman is coming in to steal the attention of the father. I'll give you an example. For example, yangu watoto wangu, Wambo na Junior. When I gave birth to Wambo for 4 years, she was the only child. When we gave birth to Junior, Wambo at some point felt like we are not loving her, we are not giving her attention. And she felt, even she was telling her friends in school that mommy and daddy don't love me, they love Junior. So imagine this is Wambo and Junior, the same children from the same parents, from the same stomach. Now mtoto amefeel another child amekuja and feel intruded. You understand? So imagine now another woman she has never seen. Now imagine those watoto wa Devi. This is another woman they've never seen. This girl, specifically the girl, she's feeling like her space is being intruded. Of course, the first defense is block. So that's why I urge parents, please get a counselor for your children. Let the children express what they feel to a counselor, not to you, not to the dad, not to the mom, but to a separate neutral ground where they can speak their heart and express themselves, and allow them to just speak everything they want to speak. And then now get the counselor to now educate the parents on what the children are going through. And not only blended children, hata wetu, akina Wambo, when you have new children coming in, when you're having things, when you're shifting, children are sensitive. Let's learn to also introduce counseling to our children.
He used to tell me, they're not used to having someone. They've never experienced a mother. So all this
you've
is
raised
new.
them alone.
Yes.
The 8 years you've raised them.
Not alone. With God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Hey! I see my mouth. So okay, physically it was alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now they're not used to anyone but daddy.
That's right.
Oh, now I get it.
So yeah, I used to complain to him, I can't handle this. It's too much for me. I used to cry a lot. I cried. And each time I talked to my mom, it was like, you see, I told you, too much baggage.
So you can't go to your mom. Because your mom was like, I told you.
I told you. And I kept on packing, even sometimes in the middle of the night, because it is tough. The kids don't want to share the room. The girls don't want to share the room.
With your daughter?
Yeah, with my daughter. It was just tough. Let's just say it is very, very tough, and you could feel the rejection completely. And now my daughter as well, they hated it. Now they took the kids from both sides, they're hitting each other. They don't want to accommodate
each other.
Yeah, so they're in the living room and no one is talking to one another. The two are talking. Now you can imagine, now me, I felt like I'm putting my child in a situation which is not conducive, because these two, they can gang up against this one, and this one is alone. So I found most of the time I'm solving too much cases. Oh, they're not talking to me. Oh, they're not listening to me. Oh, I told them to change the TV. They're not changing my whatever I want to. And now because she's the smaller one, she was like, you're a baby. Now what are these you're watching? You understand? So it was a bit hard, and I felt like, you know what, I don't think this can work. Yeah, and I think we separated for a month, and but all that time he used to tell me, don't give up too early. It's too early for you to give up.
Maggie, to be honest, I feel you. Si wanawake wengi wanaweza fanya hivyo. I understand. Hawa watu hiyo wamekuumisha kichwa, left, right and center. Wengine si wako biologically, but again, what you've done, when mwanamke and a half.
Yeah. So Himi, you are the one with the faith.
Yeah, we can say that.
And then what was in your mind? You're like, because you're telling her we can't give up.
You have already made a move, and you believed in what you were doing. So what is making you change wherever you want to turn to might have the worst. You're never sure where you are turning to. And I knew I didn't mean no evil. So if my intentions are clear, why wouldn't I encourage her and tag her along?
I like your faith.
Yeah.
I've learned something, babe. You see? Wow, I like your faith.
But also,
when you make a move, you stick to it
Listen.
to the end. Wow, that's a nice
But also,
one.
I'm trying to understand that because you see at this point, the problem is not them.
It's the kids.
It's the kids. So the decision she's making, it's out of what the kid is going through.
Yes, for me, I was not for me. I loved him. I was okay to accommodate his kids because I knew it was just a passing wind. But then I felt like I'm putting my child in a very tricky situation which I wouldn't want.
So how did you overcome that?
Then after parting ways, this time when you come together.
We still talked, and I remember he asked me, let us just keep trying. If you give up right now, you start another relationship, it will still have its own issue. You can get someone without a child. What about if your child doesn't like this man you're going to be? He might not have a child.
Yeah.
So it is not like a guarantee. How about we just work with what we have, we try make it work. He used to tell me that every time, and I'm telling him I don't think it's working. And just say, let us make what we have work. It has always been his principle from, even when we have issues, he just tell, this is what we have.
Let's make it work.
This is what we have. Whether good, bad, this is what we have. Let's make it work.
Before you hear the solution, full solution, what they did, we must play a game.
But your story is nice. I've never enjoyed a show like this.
I've never actually had such best.
I'm talking in English. Maybe you have improved. From Shamaho.
I've always been pretending.
This one is from Shamaho.
I've always been pretending. Sometimes you just need to be humble. So can we go to a game?
Yes, sure.
Perfect. This place is foggy.
Hey, but we have to play a game.
Today we have to play a game. We're going
Which
to play.
game?
We want to play this game by the name paintballing.
No.
I
don't want paintballing.
I love paintballing.
You do?
I love it.
Good.
To me, it's my first time.
That's the fun of it.
It's your first time.
It's my first time, so I'm looking forward.
You enjoy it. Yeah,
I'm looking
it's fun.
forward.
But again, you're going to change.
So let's go change
We'll do some outfits. Twende huku.
So let's go.
Let's get changed.
This is paintballing. We are going to use these paintball guns to shoot each other. So, but before that, we'll make two teams. So I don't know how we'll make these teams.
Yeah.
Is it like this team against this one? What do you think?
Yeah, we can do that.
So guys, and now we have the armbands. Yeah. So guys, wear these in your arms. That's mean be the red team. Now atakuwa blue team. So the game that you're going to play, the game it's called Capture the Flags. I'll be having two flags. I have a red flag for the red team and the blue flag for you guys. So I'll go with my two flags right in the middle, in the field. Yeah. So in the field we have a starting point for each team. So your base or your camp. So the red team will start from that side, and the blue team will start from down there. The two flags they are in the middle. So the red team you are going for your red flag, and you guys are going for your blue flag. So when you capture your own flag, you need to take that flag or to the opponent base. Ukishapeleka your flag to the opponent box, you win the game. How do you activate your gun? From my right side of the gun, we have this small button here, the black pin here.
Yes.
So just push it in like that with your index finger. So on the other side, kametokea, or it's out with the lead ring on it. So that means my gun is active, yeah? Now, if I pull the trigger now, you aim, you go.
Whoa, this is my favorite game. I love this game. Paintballing is my thing.
Utakuwa na baki nyuma umejificha to make sure that you safeguard our camp. You are the defender. How Kim, mimi nitaenda kuchukua flag. Na nikienda kuchukua flag huko, what you need to do, utakuwa ni protect as we go. Protect me as we go. Okay? Protect na shoot two opponent wetu. Are you ready? So defender wetu ni wewe. Our main aim ni kufikisha flag wapi? Huko. Are you ready? Team head. Let's go.
Team ready, oh yeah. Are we ready for this? Good. Move. Kim, songa side ya right. Kim, I told you bana. Aufuati maagizo bana. Sasa umeshutiwa.
Pull.
Grab the flag. Come on. Get up.
Guy, kwani tuko Vietnam? Haikuwa serious guys. Nini?
Hey there friends, welcome to Kids on the Block, where fun and imagination come alive. We dive into magical world filled with exciting adventures and awesome friends.
What position were you in?
I was number 2.
What position were you?
Number 1.
He decided to cross the bridge by his house and look for food on the other side. We're going to do half cup of chocolate chips, and the other one, we're going to do half cup of the blueberries.
So, grab your imagination hats and get ready to explore with us. Join us every Saturday at 9 a.m. for new friends, amazing stories, and tons of laughter.
Join us as we explore the journeys of those who defy the odds and break barriers. We dive deep into the stories of triumph.
Sometimes when parenting a child with a special need or whatever disability, family life becomes a bit complicated and you may end up raising the child on your own.
Here, we inspire.
I have a farm which one we showcase with other dyslexic youths and autism how to farm.
Motivate.
It's never easy, but what we do, the best thing is to work with another parent who has an elder child than yours.
And break through the barriers one story at a time. Push your boundaries beyond the limit. Saturdays at 8 p.m.
Pull.
We, kumbe nilikuwa nimekuja gym huku. Hey, kukimbia nayo.
Grab the flag. Come on. Get up.
Guy, kwani tuko Vietnam? Haikuwa serious guys. Nini?
Tumekutwa. Come on, move.
Hey, we made it, guys. I've always thought this game was about moving and shooting, and then you get to the real deal and you realize that it's all about teamwork and calculations.
Hey, that was intense.
Hey, and painful.
I know, right?
Hey, look at this.
Oh, not the way we look.
Look at this.
I bet you got a good one here.
A good
one. Hey, this was Davy. This one was Maggie.
The hero of the day.
That was my bullet.
You got my bullet.
The hero of the day.
How did you feel, guys?
It was quite interesting, but never again. The pain.
Yes, you learned one thing, teamwork works.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember to teamwork works. What?
When we started, I thought it was like mandamano.
Hey guys, so your story is too good. Yani, it's too interesting, and we are learning a lot.
Yes.
I'm sure the guys who are watching at home who are from blended families are learning. Even those that are not even in blended families are learning more.
Yeah.
Hey, so what was the turnaround? You told us issues there, here and there. So what was the turnaround?
Or that point that it got, then you guys were like, we must make this work.
Yes.
Yeah, it got to a point the kids were actually forcing us to make it work. So yeah, it just turned like that.
So the kids now, wait, we left the part the kids did not want you and you together.
Right.
Now the kids now, what happened?
It started when, I used to sleep in the living room when we go there because it's auntie and uncle. Then all of a sudden now the kids went to him and was like, why do auntie sleep in the living room? She should be sleeping in the bedroom.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because now they knew there's something going on, and it's inappropriate for me to be sleeping. Like now it makes me feel like an outsider.
They felt you guys were pretending. You were playing games on them.
So they finally realized you're a couple.
You're a couple.
Right.
So why they asked him, so why does auntie still sleep in the living room?
Oh.
Yes.
And now
so then you decided, I want to understand this point. Tumepatikana.
Yes.
Guys, that's the way you are playing.
We have been found.
You have been found.
But then Mo is right. We need to know.
No, yes. That decision, like, no, it's final. We have to start this.
And as well, also the kids started bonding, started loving each other. And for us, we started seeing a family, a hope. You know, when you're seeing these kids are loving where they are, now the enmity, the holding back, it has stopped. Now they are, even though when you discipline them, it is more, they're taking it well. You know, like they're not coming from and to discipline because si mama yetu mbona she's too harsh on us and all that. Necessarily coming from, she's doing it out of love.
Yes.
And I think it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of talking, which David keeps talking to them. You know, when she says this, she's not coming from a place of hate. She's thinking about you people. And I think with kids it gets easy, right? With time.
How old are they now?
Emma is 16, Junior 13, and Samara 10.
So now it's a happy
blended
family.
Yes.
And are you guys now happy of the decision you made?
Oh, why not? Yeah, we are very happy where we are.
Any
right
regrets?
now. Yes, there are regrets like, why didn't we start this earlier?
But God's planning is the best. Now, for example, if you guys fight now, because now you came with your children, you came with her. Now, I want to understand, for example, if you have a disagreement, how do the kids handle it?
Like one
do they take side? Amma, what happened?
Well,
you can answer that.
Initially, they would take sides because initially she would be like, we're going. And then she would grab Samara and then they go for a few, But now it gets to a point that the kids have made her and all of us know that nobody's leaving, nobody's going anywhere. So they are more intentional than even us. So that if there's any misunderstanding, they'll be like, hey guys, remember? So they're kind of keeping us in check. Yeah.
So they're the ones reminding you, no separation, no divorce, we are a family, make it work.
Right.
And if we fight, you can feel so much fear in them. Like just seeing that, like they're scared, like it's going to happen. Like already they've experienced that before. So you can really see how scared they are.
They don't want to go back.
They don't want to go back there. And you feel how sad they are. And they're talking to each other. What do you think is going to happen today? Do you think you guys are going to leave and all that? But it's all a matter of talking. So we always tell them now, even though you're seeing us having issues, we're not talking to each other, we are fighting, it's normal. You guys also fight.
And there's no, of course.
Yeah, I'm saying like now I ask them, like you two, you kids fight, right? But does that mean that you have given up on each other? No. So the same thing as us. It is just a passing win. So stop getting scared that when we are fighting, anything is ending. So you have just to know that there's no one who is going anywhere. So when we fight, it's just normal. Just even you
Just the way
guys
you
smile,
fight.
laugh.
Right.
Just know, this is for a season. It'll be back to normal.
What a beautiful turnaround.
Yeah.
Now they are bonding. The girls are taking care of each other.
They're best of friends.
You wouldn't tell these ones ever had a fight before.
Are you serious? Now they are bonding, loving each other.
It's just, I think, because of the color. If somebody told them they were not born from the same home, you wouldn't know. It's just the color. That's it. But the way they will fight for each other. Even one person is, maybe they are playing, and then the small one, somebody was trying to bully her. The way these two will run to fight for her, like you're like, wow. So I just watch. I'm like, okay, you go and do the fighting. And as well, just the turnaround. I think it's the patience, which I feel every relationship should have, whether it's blended, not blended. It just needs a lot of patience with each other. Issues come, fight comes. Just be patient with each other. It's a growing it's a growing journey. You don't know this person, you don't know their upbringing, you don't know whatever they have, they are coming with. They're two different people coming together. So if you don't have patience, I don't think you'll ever get married, because people are very different. People come with different virtue, or like personalities and all that upbringing. So if you really can't be patient, I think in marriage it can't work, regardless of whichever. But for blended family, it needs extra more patience as well. And time is the answer of everything. Just with time, everything falls into place. And like my daughter had an issue with accepting him. Me, I have my dad. I can't.
Because her dad is present.
Her dad is present. So it was like, me, I have my dad. So why should I call him dad? Why should I consider him dad? And then the turnaround is him being present. Him showing up for her.
Being intentional
with her. When it comes to school, something is happening to school, he's there. If it comes to maybe she wants to go home early, she doesn't want to use the bus, she'll always tell him, oh, Pa, please come and pick me early today. So he's always shows he doesn't give excuses. And I feel with kids, that's it. If you really are intentional with them, they know you really care, you love them, and you want them. And now they are best of friends. Sometimes she tells you things, and then you're the one who tells her, and I'm like, really? Like,
they are closer now.
Yeah, and then he tells me, oh, but then Samara changed from, I don't know what, now she's playing chess. And I'm like, when did she go to chess? Wow. So you guys had a whole conversation, did the whole thing, talked to the teacher, and now you're just giving me a feedback. I'm like, okay. But it's a good thing.
Daddies and daughters.
Yeah, daddy and daughters, yeah. And for me and Junior, we are really best of friends. Sometimes I tell myself, even the girls always say, oh, you love Junior too much, this and this and this. But we try to balance it. Yeah.
But mommy and boys, it's but wow, babe, what do you think?
This was a beautiful, beautiful show. Now, how many years together again?
Now 2 years, going to our third, and we just got married recently.
Yeah.
You did an official wedding.
Nice.
Yes. The photos are there, guys. You are doing any days of photos out.
So what is his favorite food?
Ugali.
What's her favorite food?
Let's see.
With this, she likes West African food, jollof rice. She would do anything for it.
His shoe size?
45.
Her shoe size? 38.
Hey!
Her birthday?
November 29th.
His birthday?
Oh, sorry, December 29th.
December 29th, true?
Yes.
His birthday?
4th October.
No, this one for you.
That October, sorry.
That October?
Him is that October.
Your anniversary?
Now it's going to be June 11th. Oh, we always say it.
We have so many anniversaries.
Yes, the one that you officially for meeting or something. Or
5th October.
5th October.
That's your for dating.
Yes.
What?
These
They
guys know
remember
each other.
back then. I don't remember the day I went on date for this one. Hey, baby.
October 5th was the first day we
met.
You met.
Yes.
And then I proposed on June 12th, and then we got married on June 11th.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wait.
When we grow up.
They need,
Don't worry, you're gonna grow up.
They need a good salute. Thank you guys for coming to the show. That was fun. That was fun.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that was Love in the Wild with the Mariahs and Davy and Maggie.
Yeah.
Mwah! What a show. Bebo ambie.
It was a beautiful show, and tell you, these are the first guests to share kwa nao when you want to end this kind of topic. Yeah. So I enjoyed, I learned, I had fun, and then I made friends. Although I knew them, but we are closer now.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, Love in the Wild is every Sunday at 8 p.m. only on TV 47. Kwaherini.